To hang out with Joe, so I'm super excited to get all your design tips and tricks and see your pieces, some of the pieces that I haven't purchased live in the studio. So we've got this set of mini wreaths, which I think is the perfect touch of like texture. You've got a little bit of that warmth, a little bit of sort of that, the natural feel. You have two different selections to choose from. I believe this one is going to be the one that we call our Dusty Pastel that we've so beautifully hung on these stocking, hanger, do we call them stocking?
Stocking hangers,
stocking hangers. And then this one right here is the one that we call our natural. So you're getting all three on a sale price, $24.95. You do have the flex pay. This is exclusive to us here at HSN. So what made you create little mini wreaths?
I love everything in threes, and I like little things, but I really loved the idea of bringing the elements of the season into all little small different ways. I love things that when you walk into a home, you kind of lean in to take a little closer look. So the idea for the mini wreaths really started there, and I have them hanging everywhere. I have them on doorknobs, all throughout my house, and on my kitchen cabinets. I have them on little, I actually just recently, I shared this on my Instagram, but I used them as napkin rings for my holiday table, and they were so pretty. I was just kind of, you know, messing around with them, and I stuck my little napkin through, and it was so beautiful, and it just added this like little extra, you know, festive touch, and they're just so pretty. There you go. That's what I did for my table.
Well, I think that's a great little little way to reuse them, and I find that that's what's really nice about your pieces is they don't fit just one decor. You know, maybe you want to do that for a little coffee brunch or a little bridal shower or bridal party.
Great little gifts for that as well. And I mean, if you get two sets, then you could, you know, set a table for 6 and you've got your whole breakfast table done. But I love finding different ways to reinvent my home decor and to find them in different spaces. And these mini wreaths are just, they're really beautiful. Like if you were to go to someone's home for the holidays or over, they're just a great little gift that you could bring, and I promise you people will go nuts for it.
And I love that they already have sort of the loop and the twine there, so you don't have to do that. And they're all independently very unique and different, yet super complementary to each other. So the mixing and matching, if you're able to get a couple sets today, you can mix and match them both beautifully. The one we have hung right there is the one that we call our Dusty Pastel. So you see a touch of olive, a touch of some blue, there's a touch of blush and some corals, but all very soft.
Yes, all soft and real looking. I mean, these look like you foraged for them and you put them together and created, and they're all really sturdy and you know, they don't feel like they're gonna fall apart on you.
Right, because you're gonna wanna reuse them in different occasions. Maybe it's the everyday. I love the idea that they are so aesthetically pleasing and they're dainty, right? It's not this big, cumbersome thing you've gotta find somewhere to store. They do come in these beautiful boxes, so you're getting 3. This collection right here, I'm just gonna move it beyond the reindeer so you can see, is the one that we call neutrals. So you just have a little bit more of the creams and of course the natural aesthetic of the different wood components, and then this one has a little bit of the blue, and then these have a little bit more of like the yellows and the golds and some of those greens.
They really look homemade and something that you have had forever and ever, and I thought they were so sweet, and I love them. And they can even, and I could see them in a powder room, and you could hang them, all 3 of them together. They're just a really nice little seasonal touch.
And they add the texture, they add some depth, they add something unique that you don't get at every store.
Yes.
Have you ever gone somewhere and you're like, I know exactly what store you bought that at because everybody has it. Like, this is something that is so special and unique, and this sale price is the perfect time of year to get it. Don't forget, if you spend $75 or more, and maybe this is gonna get you just to that $75 mark, now you have unlocked free shipping and handling on all of your HSN purchases today, and that goes for all day. And this is actually Joe's last show, so you're kind of getting some of the very best items of the season.
Some of my favorites.
Yeah, which is so fun. What made you get into home design and decor pieces?
Well, I studied outside of my day job. It's what I studied if I were to have something outside of being an actor. But so I always love decor and design, and it just sort of, as I started to tell that story, it's started to feed my soul, and we created the Happy Place, and through the Happy Place and with HSN's help, we created Clover by Joe, and it really was an opportunity for me to just, you know, help tell your story, really, because I think everyone's home is so unique to them, and I feel like good design is design that is true to who you are, and so you don't have to fit any sort of aesthetic, or you don't have to tell anyone else's story, and I just, Clover by Joe is all about us helping you tell your story.
I love that, and I love, you know, even thinking about in the springtime, maybe leaving this with a little note with like your guests that come over and you leave them a little treat or something. You are getting a box of 3. You get to choose whether you want the pastels or the neutrals. I'm holding the pastels, just has a touch of blush and a touch of blues, and then Joe has it in the neutrals. It's just a little bit more of the muted natural palette. $8.32 to get it home. You're getting all 3, and they are a 4.5-inch diameter. So I love that daintiness, but yet, as you mentioned,